Okay, so once again, everybody, welcome back in my channel today. Hope you're doing good and well, and definitely enjoying the life as well. So we are on the SIR part and we are on the day number 11. In the day number 10, we discuss a lot about the capabilities, integration, ServiceNow Stores, ServiceNow Share. And also one more point which we missed out earlier is basically on the security case. So I'll spend a little time to be on discuss that part. I can go here, security RITY incident. This is the best way to remember the spellings. My parents always told me, if you want to remember the spellings, better you put it as loudly so that you remember these things. Okay, so let's say this is my security incident. And if you open this, we say that what is a security case is a collection of the security incidents and other stuff. So I can scroll down and here I can see create the security case, not here. Maybe that is applicable only for the closed one. Let me see incident. Okay, security incidents. Show open or click on the all here. Let's remove this analysis and see, closed, because I saw yesterday I was doing some troubleshooting and then I found this thing specifically that there's a part called security case. Oops, I guess I missed this one. Sorry, add to the security case. So you can click on this and this will be added to the security case because we don't have anything available as of now. There's a no, or I can get the new case here. Case name LNG, not LNG is not right. Threat. Technical. I can click on the create. And now this has been added to that particular security case. Now let me see, do we have this part add to security case? This is what, and copy this, show related items. Do we have the security case here? No, we don't have a security case here. I need to be see that how I can open this, or let me copy, and global search is the best one for us, right? Click on this. So we are here on the security case. This is what the example of the security case, that how the security case help. Let me see, do we have any table here for the security case by any chance? No, it's not the table here. SN_TI case, maybe some other name or the case. No, it's not there. So this is the only way that I can say that we can create the security cases here, and you can see all the information will be available here. So we can add additional case details. We can add the case artifacts. You can see this is the number, and we can add our MITR, ATT, and CK cards. Now, yesterday when we were doing this particular part, and we reached to the integration. Now let's see what are the default integration given by ServiceNow to us. Okay, for this, let me try to go to the plugin sections here and open, and let's search for the ServiceNow integration. Sorry, security integrations. Let's see, do we have something here as a plugin? Yes. So these many. There are few which we can use. You can see here. Qualys, Splunk, and all the things will be there. So as I remember that ServiceNow provide approximately 10 to 15 integration out of the box, and rest we can get it from the ServiceNow store as well. That is easy to download. Again, it's a paid, it's a free, it's approved, not approved. That is all depend on the type of the plugin you want to be do. But the overall responsibility, the overall picture is that we have pre-built integrations available which we can use, and we can install in our systems, and then we can use it very easily on that particular part. Now let's move to the next part here, is mainly on the ServiceNow provide the gold standards integration as well. Let me open the notepad. I'm not sure what service this Microsoft is providing, because I see this is still unsaved, but I see the data is there. So there's a term called the gold standard. and we call it the gold standard integrations. What this mean here, how it's work here, that let's understand on that particular part. Let me see. Okay, not here, this one. Okay, so there are few types I can say of the gold standard. Number one is enterprise level. Number two is on the customer focused. Number three, we have a robust, which can be used by anybody. And number four is basically standardized. Not from the examination perspective, but small things if we can remember here, it can be helpful because it may ask in the exam as well. So let's go here from the top side. So what is the meaning of the enterprise level? It means which has been developed by the product SME on the vendor sides for their own company, I can say. Okay. Customer focused is specifically dive or build only for the customer perspective, cannot be used or not be fitted for the other customers on that part. Robust, I can say the normal APIs which can be used by anybody else as well. And standardized means it is kind of a first integration in that particular domain we have done. This is what it's called the what I can say gold standard integrations here. Now after this, what I want to be discussed is mainly on there are few key features. Key features out there. Let's see, do we have this in the slide now? Where is my slide? Right, 27. Okay, so we done this part yesterday. DLP, we are coming now. Okay, we are coming on the integration part. Okay, so there are few topics, or I can say the few points which come in examination from the features perspective, and that features can be number one for the event specific event ingestion. Like I'm talking about this thing. It's gone, event ingestion not there. Maybe something on that part. Okay, this is the one point. Then on the block request. Then on the Splunk, yes, Splunk is important here because one or two questions will come from the Splunk here. Okay, why I'm not able to show you this, because these are purely theoretical part, and I just put one or two points in my notepad when I was doing this particular preparation, and practically it is tough to be remember each and everything on that particular part. But yes, Splunk, I saw it's very important there. Even though when I am doing this online training as well, that person also has something mainly taking the name of the Splunk again and again and again. And ServiceNow provide the APIs for the Splunk integration as well. Okay, so this is what from the Splunk part. So you can get two or three things from this particular part. Also, for the endpoint and the Microsoft Defender is also one of the important point to be learned here. Again, pure theoretical 5 or 6 points in a per slide. Tough to be visualized that what is doing, what's not doing. But at last we have to be remembered because we want to be clear the examination part. Now I would like to become on the next part of this part. So we discuss citing result, run details and the results yesterday, that if you run the citing search, but to run the citing search, you must have a citing search configuration. Splunk overall, that we can bring the data from Splunk to ServiceNow, and then we can use for the different operations part on that particular thing. Okay, and then I want to be discussed on the DLP. DLP stands for the data loss prevention. Means how I can prevent or how I can minimize that my data loss should not be there. This is what the data loss prevention. And what is the definition of DLP? Let me come back here and let's understand from here. DLP definition. So DLP software classify, regulate, confidential, critical, and internal pollution by organization. No, I don't want to be this one. This is what the software do. I want to be this one. Let's see. Is a part of company service. Yes, this is what the important part. Means DLP is the way, because as the name indicates, DLP stands data loss prevention. It is the strategy, it is the technique, it is the tactic, or it is a procedure to make sure that there must be some mechanism which help me to stop or prevent the breaches and leakage or misuse of my data until it is not authorized by the other person, or it's not be authorized to use that in the same context. This is what the DLP mean here, and DLP play a very vital role. DLP is a concept, is a vital role which play in the GDPR or the cyber security perspective. This is what the this particular application says. In ServiceNow, we have a mechanism by which we can identify, we can respond, and we can protect our data loss channels, that how my data can be lost. Let's say I gave example yesterday. If I plug my phone for the charging in the USB cable in the public places, the chances of losing the data is very much. And how I can prevent that is this what the DLP says here. Okay, so in the service now we have a DLP specifically available, and then we can use the DLP. Number one, we can integrate. So what it says, again, it's a more on the theoretical part, but this is important concept from the examination perspective. So with the DLP, third party integration is possible. That is the one thing, important point. Second, we can what I can say, we can monitor and assign the incidents via this particular application or the module. We can see the trends as well. DLP trends, at how many, where, in which location, in which time these things are becoming. We can create summary and report. All the things will be applicable on that particular part. So this is a few benefits of the DLP in the overall picture. But now let's understand that how this DLP work in the service now, or what I can say, now platform DLP overview, that how it's be fitting in here. Okay, so this is what the picture I want to be show you here. So we are going to be discuss mainly 2 or 3 things here. Number one, this is my sensitive data, and I have a chances that my data can be lost via cloud, via some endpoints, via some network, or via some email. So these are, I can say, these are my channels. These all are my channels, and I had to prevent my sensitive data for this one. So on these channels, I have to be put some mechanism, some techniques, some tactics, some procedure, something, some locking system, something should be there so that I can save my data. Okay. And what DLP provide in ServiceNow. So this is what the ServiceNow area I can say. This one. We have a DLP event response flow. We have a SLA tracking. We have exceptions. We have a email templates. We have a end user coaching, and we have the reporting facility as well on the DLP part. OK, this is what the main things which are in the DLP we can do, and also what are the personas available in the DLP. That is important to be understand. Number one, we have a DLP admin. That is the first part, who enable the API integration with the DLP vendor. We need the DLP analyst who view and manage the DLP instance. So like we have a security incident analyst, in the same manner we have a DLP analyst as well on that particular part. Then we have an end user need, who are going to receive the email about that what to be protected or what is not protected due to this particular XYZ actions on that particular part. And finally, manager, who review it to make a plan from the user perspective. The impact and all will be taken care on that particular part. Okay, now the thing is that if we say, okay, DLP is this one, but what else the DLP provide? DLP can help us to delete the content. DLP can help us to protect or encrypt our files. It can help us to report the false and positive things. It can help us to report the wrong honor as well. So these are the few, I can say, benefits which a DLP provide to us. But remember one thing, that from the security perspective, this is what the small information or the indication has been given for this topic. There's a nothing foolproof has been given in that part. So let's see, do we have anything on the DLP in service now? So we are here and let's see. Data prevention. No, it's not there. Let's see in the plugin, do we have something? Maybe some kind of a API or something is there, or how to track the DLP here. Data loss prevention. Let's see, did I find something here? No, it's not there. because it is the external software or external things. We can get the data and we can stuff manipulate, or sorry, not stuff, but we can track the things in our security incident only. This is what this particular provide. We can use semantic for the this integration purpose. We can use some other technical feature of the DLP to build that particular part. Again, these things which I say, Microsoft Defender, major incident security management, DLP, semantics, Splunk are the few important topics which is required for us to remember as it is word by word, because service in the examination the question will come directly and we have to be answer on that particular part. Okay, now the next topic we are going to be covered is the MISP. I'm sure that you are feeling bored here, but this is what the content I have to be present here. What is MISP? It's not managed service provider. No, it's not like that. It is malware information sharing platform. Malware means something which is not right. So if I say here, what is the meaning of the malware? And maybe you notice that, Atul, why you always go to this malware definition part? Because this is my experience. I done my schooling from a Hindi medium school where English was not that much famous, or we have just only one session or the one class of half an hour of English. So my father always told me that if you want to understand any word, better to read that word definition so that you can understand the things here. So even if you notice that in my batch classes or the admin or the ITSM trainings, I always prefer to go with the dictionary meaning, because with the dictionary meaning I can get the things very easily. So malware says it is something software that is specifically designed to disrupt, damage or gain unauthorized access to the computer system. Means if I say in the simple word, by hook or by crook, someone want to access your system. Remember the story or the movie of Kahani, where that lady, I forget that Vidya Balan, yes, that Vidya Balan tried to access unauthorized access for the laptop or the computer. This is what the malware. It is a software by which it can enter in your system and get the all access of your data. Okay, so this is what the malware says. So definitely we are in the industry, for the IT industry, and we know that these things can impact. Someone send me an email nowadays. These are the very famous things going on the WhatsApp. Don't click on this image. If you open this image, it will hang your mobile phone and your data will be lost. So again, putting the same example, sometime my father sent me a lot of photographs. See this thing, see this thing, this what's the message coming. I said, come on, you can send me the text, that's still fine, but don't send me the images, and also don't open the images unnecessary. If it is not, you think that it is must to be open here, because these images may contain some malware things, which can, if you open, it gets stored in your system, it can properly destroy your system. So what ServiceNow says here basically on that part, that MISP is basically not MSP, it's MISP specifically, has three things: sightening, attributes, and the event. It go the how this work basically, it go and check the sightings and report the sightings for all positive experimentation. Then it get the attributes, update the tags, update the logs, and then finally it generate the events. Again, if you're not able to understand completely, I'm really sorry on that part, because again it's little technical part, but in the exam, sorry, not in the exam, in the labs, not labs, in the book, it was only theoretical information was given. Maybe we can do some kind of other hands on that part. So in the SIR, we do all the things. So in short, if I say, in short, if I say the main point which is there to be understand is that MSP, MISP or DLP are the external parties, external sources, external software, which we can integrate with ServiceNow under the SIR and do our work. So if you notice that again, CMDB, workflow automation, IT connections, and the post incident, the same thing applicable in the previous way as well. Even the same thing we can do in this part, that in the ServiceNow we can do these things. So just for the understanding perspective, let's keep the things up to this part only. Now coming to the last topic, or the last section of this particular video is called the integration. There are three ways to integrate in ServiceNow. Okay. What is the way mainly? That I can integrate via email, via REST, and via SOAP. This is what I mentioned here. Sorry. Integration via email, via REST, via SOAP. But the thing is that what are the sources for these three? Means what are the sources for these three? So what ServiceNow say? Let me see. Do you have any picture of this? I don't have any picture for this. OK, so what ServiceNow said that there are multiple sources to get the security alerts. First alert, then event, then incident. Right? This is what the formula or the sequence work. First alert, then event, then incident. So we have a SIEM. That is your integration email part. OK, this is one of the source. Then we have a firewall or IDS. Then we have a INM. Sorry, not INM, INA. This is what access identity and access management. And then we have a threat intel. So there are multiple sources which we can use in the background. These are the main sources which we use to generate the alerts. And then we can read the data from this either via email, via the REST, via the SOAP, and then we can generate the security incident in our systems, in our PDI, in our I cannot PDI specifically in our instance, I can say. OK, so now let's understand what are the capabilities of integration. Again, from the examination perspective, this is important. We can integrate, or we can how ServiceNow this integration work. Number one, we have a proper authentication. We can do via mid server. We can do via file import. We can do via file export. We can do via URL access. We can do via platform services like web services. We can do via scripting services. We can do via email, and we can do via database as well. So in short, if I say how to connect this mid server is one, web services are one, then email are one, then that database I can say JDBC, what we do the connectivity, then file import export we can say, and URL access is the main ways to do this part. OK, but remember one thing, that to do these integrations, we may or we may not require the mid server. I'm not so much technical expert, which I can say, but if you are you are technical side here, you can understand this part that it is REST, correct? That for some of the integrations we need this thing, what I can say. We need the mid server for them. For a few of them, we do need the mid server as well. OK, now let me come to the next part. What are the major concerns? Let me do this thing. I forget. Generally, I try to be this. OK, yeah. OK, this one. OK, good. Now, if I come here, then we have to be see that there are few points we have to be remember for the integration. Few points means it is not only for SIR integration, it can be for the any type of integration. Number one is a type like unidirectional or the bidirectional. That is very much important. OK, then process flow or the sequence, that how this integration will work. Location I'm going to be get via this which location means it is in the customer network or it is in the somewhere else I have to be, or private network or the cloud where it's going to be to the integration happen. Then we have to be understand the transaction timelines, that how much time a transaction take to go come and flow if it is a bidirectional or one directional kind of things. Then we have to be see the integration methods. get, put, delete, update, what we are doing on that particular part. So these are the few major concerns which we have to be understand that how integration can be work in this particular part. And again, I'm saying that these concerns, these parameters, these inputs are not only for SIR integration. In the life, if we do ServiceNow integration with any other tool, for any other module, for any other customer, please take these points very clearly. And also one more thing is that data mapping, field to field, table to table level mapping also we have to be see on this particular part. And last is a context that who can help us to build this integration, because from ServiceNow I can do, but from the customer side, who is a person who can help me to do this particular part. And sometimes integration get failed because we did not follow this thing, we don't have a right person, or we did not see that what is the transaction time, how much time it taking to go there and come back from the other source. These are the major problems which happen on this particular part. Now need to be understand one more point here is called, so this is we done type flow action we done. Now what is event and what is alert? Very genuine question, very common question. There's always a confusion. This is event or this is alert. And I'm talking about the security event and the security alert, not the normal event or the normal alert. So what is the event specifically, security event basically, and what ServiceNow said? I guess in the next slide I have something. Okay, we have this flow that how it's work. Not this one, but where's the definition? Okay, I don't have a definition. Let me come back on the my standard place. URIT security event. Okay. Oh my God, it's showing something else. No, I don't want that security. What is security event here? Is it described as any person during private data or the result has been explored? Okay. So something similar lines we can pick it up. Okay. So what ServiceNow says here, this is a special record in the system. Let's say security event. No, it's SIR, not incident. Sorry, security event. No, same thing they're doing. Okay, no problem. Let's discuss our point here. Okay, so security event is a special record in the system log when certain condition occur and we had to be take some kind of action on that response. Event means, and they're saying why I'm taking this the standard words, because this is what in the examination come standard words come, that it is a special record in the system log for which we have to be take some action in the response. Special, not every time, means some kind of action required on that particular to respond that particular thing. So what is alert then? Alert means a event or series of event that may be interest of. Like take example here. One of my friend texted me 2 days back. Hey, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing? All well. Okay. Next day he sent me a normal message, a joke, a normal good morning message. Next day he again sent me a message, normal joke and something like that. He called me for 5-7 minutes. How are you? Everybody's fine at home. All the things. How's your weekend? All the things are going on. So this is kind of a series of event, because from the last 1 year he did not speak with me, even though we are in the same city, we're in the same country, but still he did not call me. And this is called the alerts. And after 1 week he called me and say, hey, can you help me? I need some money for this XYZ reason. This is what the event. And I have to respond. I have to take some action. Either say yes, either say no, either say why, either say you never talked to me earlier. Why you need another things will be there. So alert means it is a series of events which occur an interest for us. And event means when these special, when these things sorry, when a special record get generated in the system logs. So now his call is a special log for me. Everyday message, it is special log for me and it's getting generated. And I am getting feeling I had to be take some action. Let me ask directly, hey, what you want? Tell me. You did not talk to me for a long time and you suddenly pinging me or praising me and all the things will be there. This is what this particular thing do. What we say that sometimes the events are safe or the authorized, but sometimes events are not safe, not authorized. Like if someone tried to be login, like I give example. My wife was transferring money from her bank account to the loan account. She reached up to the stage where she put the money and she crossed the browser. Immediately she got a call from the bank. She was busy, so she did not respond. She thought that it's a spam call. One call, two calls, she got a message. She got an immediate mail that is it you is authorized one, because you reach at the last and you just disconnected the browser. Sorry, you did not complete the transaction. This is what the one thing, multiple attempts. And this happened 2-3 times. He done this 2 times, so they start calling her. Unauthorized or unexpected reboot of the systems is the another event. Like sometimes we are working on the laptops, we get a blue screen and we say, hey, why this happened? This is what this is. Okay. So, but the thing is that when we're talking about events and alerts, we had to be make sure that we should put a threshold value up to the correct limit. It should not that we are putting the threshold so low, then everything is becoming event for me. And it should not be so high that we are going to miss the important alerts or the events on that particular part. So in this mainly I can say quantities also matter, but frequencies also matter. It should not be like I'm getting only 10 alerts or 10 events in a day because my threshold is 95%. And it should not be like my threshold is only 20%. I'm getting thousands of alerts and events in a single day. So when we're working on event and alerts, this is important for us to be understand that how this particular stuff work. And now let's understand that how this thing work in the bigger picture. I guess I put the wrong one. It's workflow trigger begin response. Actually, this is a complete example. This is for the events. Okay, I missed out one thing. Let me see. Do I have any other screenshot? No. I don't have that screenshot. Let me come here and see, because I got it from here only. It is security incident event management. If I got it, otherwise I'll draw it for you, no problem. Or maybe no, it is not that, no problem. Let draw this. This is not the right one. That's the one thing I can clear it. So how it's work? Let me open the paint. Okay. So how it work? Come here. Okay. So event management. So there are the REST APIs. Okay. REST API. From there, the events get generated. Okay. And this will go in the EM_event table. Why I am saying this thing? Because this question come in my examination. Then what is the table name where these events go? It's not go in the sys_event, it's go EM_event table. Important point to be remember. I done this mistake because I thought, oh, I know this thing and I put the system events. Later on I see no, there's nothing called, it's not the right answer. It is EM_event. From there, the event rule run. Means all kind of a correlation or pattern and all the things will be run here, and that is run in the table called some event rule. Sorry, this is called event rule. I am missing out the right table name. It's SN_event or E_event or something is that. So event rule will be there, and from there the alerts get generated. And alert get generated in the table called, this is a remember, em underscore alert, these two. These are the same one. And once this alert get generated, then there are the some process happen on that particular part. And what is that part? We can have some automation, we can have the workflow. So I can say this thing. Automation plus flow plus some action, some what I can say, alert action, something will be there. And once everything has been verified, clarified and done, and then the incident get generated in the table called sn underscore si underscore incident. So this is the important point here. This particular screenshot has a very much important because the question came, the table name for the event, question came for the alert, and the question came from the last part of this thing. Okay, then we have to be decide that what type of events get generated, which events I should ignore, which event I should be consider, how to consume that event into the system, and all the things will be there. This is what I'm saying, factors for this thing. What is authorized, what is unauthorized, your threshold value, what is quantity, what is frequency. This is play a important point on this particular part. This is what we discuss on this particular thing. Now for the REST and SOAP, I'll not spend much time. Okay, because we know that how the REST and SOAP API work here. So for that I can go here, API Explorer, REST API Explorer, and we can create REST or the SOAP. This. So what it says, to work on the REST API, we need three things. We need endpoints, we need variables, and we need the methods. That is important point. So namespace, this table name I can put like em underscore email API or what event, something is there. Maybe I'm missing something. No, yeah. So this thing, sorry. So we can put the right email API or something that which we want, and then we can put the version here. But from the examination perspective, this thing important, that what are the main factors in the REST API is called basically my endpoints, variables, and methods. That is important if you want to build any REST API for your work. So with this, I guess, let me say, yeah. So with this, we done our this topic. Ignore this particular screenshot because this is not for this one. This is mainly for the playbook and the runbook. We will discuss on that particular part. Hope you like this video. If you like, please put your comment. And in case I'm wrong somewhere, happy to accept the feedback as well. We will connect again on some other video. Sorry, not some other video, in the day 12 very soon. Till the time, take care and bye bye guys.